Battle between the Houston Texans and the London Monarchs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, completes a QT. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Watch it now, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here in the game's opening drive. He'll get it up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking,
It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Davis fighting, he loses the football. And the Texans say they have it, they do. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception,
Let's go.
a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Keep it rolling.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Keep it rolling.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Coleman on the toss. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
You got three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Check 24. Watch 24. Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The hook up on the right side of Hopkins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans add on. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And now back out comes the offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota on first down. Looking downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On second down, Mariota again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Mariota escaping the press and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Lewis will get the handoff, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll toss it to Coleman. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Patriot!
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll set up a throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. To throw is Mariota. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught at the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. And even 60 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how competent.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really good.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Third and long here for Mariota. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things.
Dion Lewis. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Dion Lewis, 95 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. Lewis will get the handoff. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Coleman now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. You do that throughout the game. After a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and failing to make the stop before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. A first down throw for Mariota. Left side completion to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota now to throw on first down. And Davis with it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Over! Gun!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mariota now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
From the gun, Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing, Mariota. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now back out comes the offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jack, Patriot!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it.